So guys, we've made it to Milan and we're not even in Jordan yet. It's been long, it's been hectic, and we are just tired and hungry and quite frustrated. So long story short, we flew at 8 in the morning from Stansted to Milan. That's where things just got just all over the place. So first of all, yes, Yukari was screaming, yes, he was throwing a tantrum, he didn't want to sit down, Cairo was sleeping the whole way, and then as soon as we got off the plane, it was passport control, and that queue was just
hour and a half.
We waited an hour and a half just for our passports to be checked and stamped. And on top of that, we had the kids, so I had to hold Cairo in my arms, and Yukari was just running everywhere. He was tired, he needed a nappy change, it was just long.
Then I realized that I had lost my bag, panic. Went to lost property, there was no one there. Knocking window, pressing it, went information desk everywhere, waited up to an hour before someone actually came to the desk, had my bag, gave it. Then they were giving my cousin problems, saying they weren't giving his boarding pass, saying that the flight's already gone.
We ended up missing our flight to Jordan. So yeah, we were stuck in Milan for time. Ryanair wasn't doing anything, the staff in the airport weren't doing nothing. So we were just like, what's going on?
Ryanair, finally, I gave them an alternative that they can give us a flight to Amman, which is another section of Jordan. So we fly there tomorrow morning, arriving at 11. So not much difference if we flew today. But obviously we're on the other side of Jordan. But it's alright, travel down and meet our friends in Wadi Rum.
Aqaba.
No, Wadi Rum.
Oh, Wadi Rum, right. Anyway, we're in Milan now. Say hi, Zayn. So yeah, then Cairo's gone back to sleep. Yeah, Yukari being mischievous as usual. So guys, we found a last minute hotel while we were looking around in the airport. We paid about 90. This is split between 3 people, so it's actually really nice. So I'll show you guys. Been in Milan for how long? How many hours? We've been in Milan for less than 5 hours, and we spent how much? So from near the airport we got a taxi, right? Yeah. Then 10 minutes away it was 30 euros for a taxi. Hotel was £90, which is obviously split between 3.
£60 for us.
I just bought nappies and oat milk. 15 euros, and then
€3 for mask.
Who told you to forget your mask?
And then £28.89.
Yeah, so we just went to a bakery because everything is quite closed. I just bought a lasagna and a pasta for the kids so they can eat, and 2 slices of pizza, and that was 30 euros. We're heading back to our apartment now, and we're only in Milan until 4 AM, which is the time we leave it to the airport, which is going to be another 30 euros for the cab to the airport. Okay. It's 10 to 7 now and we're just settling down. Just fed the kids. He's upset because of how much we've spent and it hasn't even been a full day in Milan. But anyway, we're gonna get settled in tonight. There's no need to settle in too much because we're leaving at 4 AM. We can't miss this flight. Peace. How long we've arrived in Jordan, and we're now just doing the PCR on arrival. And guess who made a few girlfriends? Everyone just loves Yukari, literally in the airport. The ladies who are actually doing the PCR on arrival just love him and are just taking him, and he's walking off with everyone. Say bye-bye.
Yukari. What's your name? Say your name.
So we came out of passport control when we arrived in Jordan, and then we ended up going to the toilet, and then we were just checking our equipment just to see that it hasn't been damaged or whatever. Javis ended up putting the drone in his pocket. But before you come out of Jordan, you have to go through customs. Because basically the drone was in his pocket, they tried to accuse us of smuggling a drone in. And then half of them couldn't speak English, so all they thought was just smuggling. We had to like wait for another couple hours. We landed at 11, it's 2 p.m. here now, so imagine like we had to go to the office and they were like questioning him and we were just like, we didn't know. Security here is crazy. So we drove to Wadi Musa city centre and found this hotel which is £40 a night, obviously split between 3. So Yupari is super hungry. I can see he's looking for food, so his food's coming. We got him like a chicken wrap with chips. Tara's also hungry. There's been so much problems on the way.
So they try accuse me for smuggling, which I did not. Which you did.
Yeah, if you look online, it says that drones are legal, but then as soon as we brought it in, they accused him for smuggling because
I had it in my pocket.
yeah, in his pocket.
This is a typical Jordanian dish. There's marinated chicken cooked in charcoal with basically basmati rice.
So I got a traditional Jordanian dish. It's grilled lamb with yogurt rice, and I think there's a saucy one. I got a chicken shawarma, something like that. So this is like a chicken wrap. It's a chicken wrap. I think it's got pickles in it. So this boy is running into the kitchen.
Yes, that's
I'm so sorry.
Come for help me. Coming for help. Come. Take this one.
Oh my god. Come on, let's go. We have to eat. What's to say? Your Cardi's make new friends. Yuki, let's say bye bye.
Bye, baby. Bye, baby.
Bye, yalla. Yalla, bye.
Say bye bye. Give high five.
This restaurant, which is right near Jordan, near the Petra, beautiful stuff, beautiful food. Come see it. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Guys, this restaurant, we just had a very cheap meal and the portion was good. It just filled us up and it is so good. So if you are ever in Jordan, come here near the Petra, and it's so convenient because there's other shops around. Good morning, we are up and ready. It's 12 o'clock. We were supposed to be at Petra at 6 a.m. but kids were not sleeping till 3 a.m. and yeah, we were just knackered. Like we were jet lagged, traveling for 2 days. You know, 6 p.m. we arrived in Wadi Musa, so it didn't give us a lot of time to settle down. And then we just went to go get food, and then we just like chilled in the hotel and then just conked out. And then on top of that, the kids were just moany. We stayed one night at the Tetra Tree Hotel and it was only £40 between 3 people, and that we had 2 children as well, so it wasn't too bad. Finally, we're on the way to Petra. Let me show you guys Jordan. So the Petra is about 5 minutes away. We've met up with the others.
Finally.
Finally. Let's go, let's go.
So we're in, they haven't checked our Jordan pass yet. As you can see, right now, there's restaurants. Everything's going to be a plate there to go because
this is warm, you know, because you're not here, it's a bit cold. How do I look?
Are you getting one?
We have grey. We have Indiana Jones, buddy. Wait, heads up! Like this. Heads up!
What's up, dude? Huh? My friends inside here.
Tell me the price.
Why you say no? Huh?
Price.
15.
What you say for her no?
I never seen that. You don't.
Look. Oh my god, no, I don't like this. Guys, we're trying to stay positive here because the weather is just turning on us. It's starting to rain. We're with the kids, we've got the rain cover, so that's good. We've missed breakfast, so I'm just feeding them some chips. Aisha's pushing them.
Hello guys, and welcome from the beautiful Petra. We are here with the family.
rain heavier as well. So basically, we're getting kind of like, oh. So they're telling us to come take horses because with the petrol pass you get a free horse ride, but the thing is they ask for a lot of tips.
I'll give it a nice one.
And it's impossible because we've got the push. How are we going to fit the kids?
People they come with
Guys, we've made it, but it is just pouring in rain and the wind is so strong here that we couldn't even make it down there. And it's a 30-minute walk from here to the actual site, Petra. And yeah, we're just waiting for the rain to calm down, hopefully.
Everyone to do it.
Petra is. So there's a lot of sand just flying everywhere. It's kind of hard for the kids to come out. The kids here offer to take a picture and stuff, and they're actually really good. There's a lot more than the Petra. You can go down there. It's a beautiful thing, don't get me wrong, but it is so expensive. Like, we have spent a lot. We took a carriage to come down here. If you walk it, it's free, obviously.
Yeah, so these are the local photographers. Every time you come here, you come to these ones here, they'll take the pictures for you. Say hi.
So what's your name?
Ahmed.
Guys, ever come?
When you come here, we'll show you the best pictures. We'll also show you on the donkey.
You are our guest, my friend.
He will show you everything.
He's taken me up this rock. He's telling me to take pictures here. He's giving us the best views. Like, it is very cold up here though. There's views up there, but I'm not going up there. So long story short, Yukari has been a bit of trouble this holiday because he wants to run everywhere and it's not always safe. He wants to touch the donkeys. I think they bite. A camel nearly bit Dwayne, so yeah, not trying to do that. Guys, it's so windy on Full Cairo, but yeah, we made it as a family. It is very stressful having kids with you, especially at this time of year because it's so windy. But Yukari was crying, so the locals gave him like a teddy and he calmed down a bit. So usually, I think that there's only certain days where the Petra at night, you have to get our pass doesn't come with that, but you have to pay more for that pass. At night, it's lit, so there's candles all over here. I think they do like shows and stuff. The view is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I think we came at the wrong time of the year because it's so windy, there's sand flying everywhere, and I think if we were to ever come back, we'd know a bit more of what to do and like what the price is like. So Yukari's eating his mash. Yeah, you like it. It's mashed rice and spaghetti and meat. I just fed Kairos some mashed meatballs. Yukari! Oh gosh. Making more friends. Made another friend. Guys, it has been such a long day. We've come back from Petra, drove down 2 hours to Aquabar now. So we've checked into a hotel, just went out to eat. It's already 1:30 a.m. in the morning. Kids are sleepy, so I'm gonna put them to sleep. But we had such good food here. It's very cheap as well. Tomorrow morning we're heading to Wadi Rum. But Petra was... What would you think of Petra?
Oh, it's beautiful. But I would say that the price could probably get lowered.
Yeah.
The only thing that is experienced is how much the golf carts are, the horses. I feel like the government are taking advantage of tourists, but then they're not giving enough money to the locals, so they're having to ask for tips.
Yeah, and that was a big thing, because even when you say no, they just keep coming up to you.
When you've already spent 120.
Yeah, it's crazy. But our friends, they got a horse down. It doesn't even take you the full way, but it takes you the back way.
It's free, it's not free.
On your Jordan Pass, it says that you get the horse ride free.
Stop.
One thing I read about taking a horse is that they always ask for quite a big tip, and that's exactly what happened to our friends. Obviously, we're like all on a budget, so our friends didn't give much, but they kept asking for more, and then they were just like so angry, and they were speaking in Arabic, and they were just like demanding for more. So that was one thing. But with us, we didn't really have trouble other than holding the children. You know, it's so windy, it's so rainy. But yeah, they told me that it's a lot better in the summer, so come in the summer and everything is just more beautiful in summer. We had extra expenses because we had to stay a last minute night in Milan, but if we arrived in Aquabar, we didn't miss our flight, I think things would have been completely different. So our experience so far has just been good morning, guys.
So this is day 3, I believe. Yeah, day 3 in Jordan. Things are starting to get better. Aquabar is definitely cheaper. We can see how different it would have been if we actually got on our flight.
We woke up late again. Over here we've been struggling to find oat milk because that's what Yukari is currently on. Oat milk isn't really a thing here. At the moment it's his comfort milk, so because he's been crying, they've been going to sleep at like 3 a.m. So we ended up missing breakfast. We are off to Wadi Rum. We're gonna meet the others, get to Wadi Rum at a certain time and then do a tour. So we parked our car there and we are headed to the desert. Kids. So we stopped off for some lunch quickly. We're taking it away, so we're gonna eat at the camp. So we've just stopped off for some food. I got a chicken shawarma. I don't know how to say it.
So this is the first time out of Europe with the kids. First time was supposed to be Philippines, that got cancelled. Next time was supposed to be St. Vincent, that got cancelled. So it's just been European trips since. But as you can see, they in the desert. So, as you can see,
Nappy
you can't
changes.
get a nappy change, but this is on the move. Look, on the van. That's what happens when you're traveling with kids. It's a bit cold.
Yeah, it's a bit chilly, so lucky I bought their jumpers. At night the desert gets very chilly, but it can also get very hot, especially in summer. This is what it's like traveling with kids. Gotta like have the changing mat ready, have their nappies on board. Wow. Oh, baby. Where are we? Whew, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath, but the views are breathtaking. We're in the sand dunes. Yukari is exactly like me when I was younger. I hated sand on my feet, and he's literally not letting me go. So we are in Wadi Rum on the desert. We're heading to the camp, but we're doing a tour, so we're stopping off. See, you like the sand? He was refusing to walk, so I'm having to literally hold him and then climb up. Cairo's down there with his father. He loves the sand. Cairo is playing in the sand and laughing. Come on, let's go. Good boy. That's it, that's it, that's it. Well done. Good boy. I think he's getting a bit more comfortable. Let me catch my breath because, yo, woo! I said I can't feel my heart right now. And it's so cold. Woo. First one. There's a viewpoint there, and apparently the view looks so beautiful. Up here. Crazy. Did you enjoy the sand, Yukari? How was the view up there?
It was nice.
Lovely view.
But
Yeah,
I pulled my car from the way up.
Someone's at the top there. So guys, we're at the next location.
I'm not from South London.
On the left side, you can see the woman, she have baby born.
Yeah, I can see it now. There.
Okay, I see it now. Wow.
Do you have hyena here?
That was here, but it's done, doesn't live here anymore.
Okay.
But also,
Aisha's a lifesaver.
So, here's the tent, guys. How you finding it? Huh?
It's alright. It's alright.
It's actually not bad for £12 a night.
Is that £12 a person though? Ooh.
One's gonna drink some whiskey.
Whoa, boy.
This is crazy. It's so dark, but this is our camp. Heading to dinner now. Wow, so this is dinner. Fried bread, chicken.
There's coconut
Food good?
dumpling or some instant or Caribbean food.
Got Yukari running around there. Yukari, come. Cairo.
You can try to eat the back of.
What do you mean?
It's so cold right now. The kids are wrapped in blankets. They're not sleeping because it's too cold. We're here eating bread. Haven't been this cold. Morocco wasn't this cold at night.
So Yukari has literally been screaming for the past about half an hour because, as I said earlier, it's been so difficult to find oat milk. He's just not used to sleeping without a bottle, so...
Good morning, guys. It is our final day. We're heading back to Aqua Bar tonight. We are flying back, unfortunately. It's the morning of the camp. We didn't choose like a luxury camp because, you know, we are all on a budget. Let's just say last night was absolutely cold. It was just freezing. Me and the kids were wrapped up in like 4 blankets, a hoodie. I had to make sure I doubled them in their pajamas. On top of that, with a hoodie and a tracksuit. Yukari was hardly sleeping because 1, he was cold, and 2,
he didn't have any milk. So obviously that didn't really settle him. But eventually he fell asleep, but I woke up very early because of my alarm. But yeah, let's go get breakfast. Good morning.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch that. So this is breakfast. We've got bread, sauces. Don't know how I'm gonna eat bread with no toaster.
You want bread?
Yeah, there's bread on the table.
Oh.
So I don't think the kids will eat anything apart from the bread. Kari's very picky, so I've just put bread with cherry jam. Kari seems to like it.
A bit Asian-y, but with
Tired face.
kind of black shit.
Hello, you enjoying that bread? So Kari's having plain bread for breakfast. What's that? I think it's cheese. So while the kids are eating with their dad, we've literally just seen some camels outside and we decided to go and feed them. I'm a bit scared.
They're so gentle. Like when I tell you, I would not be here if they weren't gentle. You just like carefully go up to them. Like, what do you want to do?
Go on. Okay, cool.
We'll take it. He won't even bite your fingers at all.
Okay, cool.
You see? You can
Yeah,
even
sure
touch
then.
this one if you want. They're nice. Even the babies next to you.
We say goodbye to Wadi Rum. Give us a MTV Cribs tour.
Let me show you. This is the small bedroom. And we have another small bedroom over here.
Sorry for the mess.
Here is the master room. Sorry for the mess. The toilet is where you see out there.
It's there with showers. It's not as cold today, so we're heading to the car now. We say goodbye to Wadi Rum. That was a good experience. So guys, we are back here in Aquabar. So we've had to quickly stop by and do a PCR. Our flight is tonight at 9 PM. There was a bit of a problem with the Wadi Rum tour because we didn't expect it to be that price, only because, like, you know, there was a misunderstanding. There was things that we didn't expect. It was £150 for the tour that we did with the desert, catching the sunsets, doing the like jeep tour and stuff. And then on top of that, it was £11 a night. We did give a tip for a picture because Yukari was on the camel and everything did add up. Don't get me wrong, the camp is beautiful. Like, Wadi Rum is very nice. It's definitely worth a see, but I think you should negotiate the price first. You can definitely do Jordan on a budget, but you have to be wise because it depends where you are. So like obviously near the Petra, sometimes it's more expensive. Aquabar, you get cheap food and big portions. So it just depends how you spend. Attractions and tourist stuff, that's where your money just flies out. But you know, it's a learning curve. We still enjoyed it. We still visited the Petra with the kids. It's just a learning experience. Bye, Kari. The airport isn't that far, but we've had to drop our bags for a quick few hours because we had to drop the car back early. It's not the best hotel, but we paid £18. So we're going to get some ice cream treats for now. And then we're heading to the airport. That's our Jordan trip done. So it's this hotel. Hotel Prestige.
It's not prestige at all. Yeah, but we're not staying.
Yeah, we're not staying the night, it's just a few hours.
It wasn't that Jordan was bad. The experience getting here. I feel like the desert trip and how much the JD is makes it a bit harder. Like, don't get me wrong, you can do it cheap. But obviously, as everyone knows, you get cheap, you do cheap. Just remember that their currency is higher than yours. So when you see 7, that's over £7. That's what catches you out.
So this is it. We say goodbye to Jordan. What an experience.